I know you guys don't want to hear it. You're trying to avoid seeing it. But just like inflation and high food prices, high energy prices, high consumer goods, everyone's trying to pretend it's not there. But the pretending's over in that department. You can't pretend no more. Reality is there. You can see the inflation. Used car prices are up 50% in a year. Food prices are up 10%. Lumber's up 500%. Coins, soybeans, wheat, all that's at all-time highs. Copper, all-time high. Oil going through the roof. The dollar rolling over on itself, right? You can't deny that no more. The same as you can't deny the structure of this bull market has been shattered, right? It's been changed. The structure has been changed. You've now entered, just like 17. If you weren't in the crypto sphere right there, see that yellow line? The uptrending yellow line. You guys see that? Let's pour a little pointer tool out. I love that pointer tool. See that yellow uptrending resistance? That's the blow off top. Here's the power of my charting and my probability-based structure of life that has made me an entrepreneur, 18% to a millionaire, right? 18% to that millionaire goal as an entrepreneur, because I have a probability-based structure that allows me not to get bought into the hype by the shysters and heisters and fleecers on YouTube, right? See that yellow uptrending? Let's pour a pointer tool back out. We're being serious. Pointer tool, pointer tool. Look at how convenient that same line that's been sitting there since early to mid 2018, when you could definitely tell that was the top back then. And that line's been sitting here. I drew it way out into the future, and it's way out into the future from now, years out into the future, the same as that green underneath multi-year support, right? And that's why I knew, and that was one, along with the rising wedge that you see right here with the pointer tool, that blue, along with that rising wedge, an up and sideways consolidation after the pump with crashing volume. That was another sign in my basket of indicators that I use to call this. And just like 17, you've crashed immediately in the weekly time frame to the 200-day moving average and then got immediately bought back up. The same as 2017, because you're in the same deflating of the mania as 2017. Moon coin, Cum coin, Shiba coin, Raven coin. If you're any of that garbage, get the fuck as far away out of that as you can if you're not prepared for an extended, multi-year, painful, depressing divorce, wife leaving you, a kid's not talking, family members not talking to you because you got them trapped into some shit like Shiba or Cum coin, right? It's not going to go straight down. You're going to have big volatile swings. You'll have some of your biggest weekly pumps in a bear market than in a bull market, right? In a bull market, you'll have some of your biggest drops in a week, right, on your way up. As you've seen on the way up here, we had 40% dumps in a day on the way up, right? But the structure of the market wasn't changed. Now the structure of this market has changed, and that's how we knew we were going to get rejected. And we were calling, when we started getting some traction on YouTube back here in late March, and then really early to mid-April, as the price really slowed down, and you could definitely see a topping pattern forming, and the whole crypto world starting to get nervous, because the vast majority probably of my listeners and the YouTube listeners, the hundreds of millions of YouTube crypto listeners a day, probably bought north of $30,000. 50% of you bought north of $20,000.